Go live. Hey. Yes, take me there. I want to see it. Dang it. The phone is smarter than I am. Also, there's a chance of intermittent rain. There is. Hello, Michelle. You know what the problem with the name Michelle, other than it's my middle name, is I can never tell when it's Michael and when it's Michelle. Because I'm dyslexic. That's literally my only excuse. Alright, let's silence this bad boy. Yes? Yes. Cool. I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh, hello, Midori Gale, Iona, Haley. Hello, everyone. This is set for subscriber chat only, and that's just because last time I found that it helped with... Well, I didn't have any bots or trolls, so, you know, fingers crossed. So that's in case anybody's jumped in who isn't a subscriber, and it's a set for 24 hours, so sorry, but there's that. I hope I don't make anybody mad that way. Anyway, hi! I lived! I'm alive! You guys let me know if the sound's good, and when we switch over to the reaction, let me know if the sound is good, and I'll try not to sniff directly into the mic. I'm very apologetic of that. But I'd be extra confused. See, my dad's name was Michael. Actually, the family tradition is Michael Lou. So my grandfather was Cornelius Michael Lou. My dad was Michael Lou, and I'm first name Michelle. So I didn't get the Louise. I thought about changing it, though. I thought about making my middle name Michelle Louise just to kind of keep the rhythm going. But there is. And I figured if I ever had a male child, I would name him Michael Lou as well. Dude, okay, so this new COVID strain. I hope this doesn't get demonetized for this, but man, this thing sucks. I'm not trying to make light of it. It is unfriendly, and I've had all of my shots, and I've been boosted every year, so, like, this one came out of the blue. Yeah. So if you're not against the idea, you should go get your booster, because the new one should have the new variants in it. So I don't want to start like a thing. It's my recommendation. Anyway, is what it is. Going to give it a few minutes. Yeah. So. But yeah, anyway, so this will be fun. So anyway, in my house when I lived with my grandparents and my parents and all, we all lived together for a little while. We had Mike Sr., which was my grandfather, and then we had Mike, my dad. And then when he passed away and my mother remarried, she remarried a guy named Mike. So my stepdad is now named Mike. So that's very odd. It's not that odd. Mike's a very common name. I don't know why I said that was odd. But there it is. All I can see is the OBS, so... Does anybody... I've already watched both of these, just for people who were curious. I've already watched both. I've watched a couple other people's reactions to them, so I know what's going on. We're gonna start off with the weekly weigh-in, talk to my dad for the first time in 7 years, and cute plus-size outfit. By the way, I do not like that outfit. I don't mean to be mean, but I don't think that was a cute outfit in general, so it definitely wasn't flattering for her shape. This is very strange. Okay. 5 whole minutes. I thought about opening this to the public. Would that be a terrible idea? What do these buttons do? That's always a dangerous question. What do these buttons do? There we go. How is it different? Thank you, OBS. Can I change it? Dare I change it? Stream settings. Bear with me, I'm doing something potentially stupid. Or not, because I don't know that well. Who is watching this in DVR? Who is watching this in 360 video? Who is doing that? And why? If I do this, and then I come down here, I think... Put your predictions in the comments below as to if I crash the stream or not. This is... All right, let's do this. Let's do... All right, this might be a terrible idea, but we're going to open the chat up to anybody who's a subscriber for 10 minutes. That way, if you're not currently a subscriber, you can subscribe, wait about 10 minutes, then you can chat. And if you want to stick around, that'd be great. And if you don't, no skin off my nose. But it does kind of open the chat up to people a little bit more. And hopefully we'll still stave off the bots. And if that doesn't work, then I will change it back. Also, it's in slow mode, if anybody was noticing. I don't think anybody's noticed, though. Wire Hall Medic. What is that? What is the Wire Hall Medic thing? Yes, all the Michaels. Michaels and Sarahs will take over the world. And what's the other one? Crap, what was Melissa's. And now it's Sophia is the new big name. Yeah. My family has very conventional names, except for my great-grandparents all had very unique names, but that's because they were mostly German. They probably were very common names for German folk, but over here, not so much. Off the topic, what are the names of my kitties? All right, so the white cat is named Bragnir. He's named after the Norse god Bragi. And it's a long story, but he's named after the Norse god Bragi. The stripy cat, the big chunky tabby, and I think I've only had him once or twice. He's not a particular... He doesn't like to be held that much, but he's always crying and talking, and he's one of the screamy cats. That's just how he talks. Anyway, his name is Icthirnir, but we call him Iki. And then, the little girl I haven't shown too much. She's pretty quiet. But she's the picture of the real intense close-up on the community page. Her name is Nessa, which is the Elvish name for dancer. My partner named her. And we call her Nessa Diana after Wonder Woman because when she was she even 5 weeks old? She managed to break her back leg. She managed to break her back leg. And we had to have surgery performed on her. They wanted to amputate it, but we're stubborn and kind of stupid. So we were like, no, if you can save the leg, that'd be fabulous. And they were like, yeah, sure, we'll give it a shot. And then we find out that this is like the smallest kitten that they've ever performed surgery on was our Nessa. And they saved her leg. So she's like the bionic cat. She has a $5,000 leg. And she's the most active cat I've ever met. She jumps and runs and she's insane. But I don't think being a tripod would have slowed her down. I was just like of the mind of if we can save the leg, why don't we try? So, and they got a paper out of it. Everybody wins. I apologize for my voice and any kind of like truly strange faces that I make. I am still recovering, so. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the long and the short of it is the cat probably wouldn't have noticed and or cared if we had not saved the leg, but I don't know, it was worth a shot and it paid off. So I just need to keep an eye on it now to make sure that she doesn't get well, she might develop, you know, there we go. Like arthritis or something in her leg because she kind of sits funny because her leg was in a cast for so long. She was in a cast for like I want to say almost 2 months. Because first they put a bar in her leg and they thought that her skin would just heal over the bar and the bar would just grow with her. And that didn't happen. So they ended up having to do a second surgery and going in and taking the bar out. And she was fine after that, but she just had a very slow healing because of that. She's fine now though. She's like 5. Yeah, they just turned 5 this year. So clearly it's, you know, clearly she's fine. But anyway. Let's see. Hope not. But if it happens, you know. Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't crash the screen. All right, what are we doing? It's 7:44. I'll give it till 7:45. And then I will hit play. And yeah. She is a sweetheart. She's my purr baby. She likes to make biscuits and she likes to hide under blankets and she's very small. She's like 8 pounds. The tabby, he is 13 and a half pounds, which we're constantly having trouble with him, keeping him under 13. And then the white tabby, he's not a tabby, the white cat, the vet and I keep going back and forth. I think he should be closer to 17 pounds. The vet wants him around 12. So we'll see. He's a Maine Coon Ragdoll mix, so he has the potential to be very large. He only did just stop growing last year, so. Alright. Excuse me. And yes, we do have a lovely background because my house is a disaster. But, alright, let's switch over. Let's see if this works. Oh, hey, look at that. Look. I'm smart. Carrie Marty. Yay! He is a baby doll, though. He has no bones. None. He sleeps in the weirdest positions. Like, he's like a jellyfish. He has no bones. I don't know why I was looking over there. Anyway. So, alright, let's start. We've got weekly weigh-in, talk to my dad for the first time in 7 years, and cute plus-sized outfits. And jump scare. I am going to speed her up because she talks slow. But we're only going to speed up to time and a quarter. Look, I know that there was like some discussion in Kicking Geese's stream about Amber's outfit and the whole bra thing. I just don't like it. It's just a personal taste. I don't think it's inappropriate or anything like that. I don't like it. So I don't like her outfit is what I'm trying to say. Being judgy. Yes, we are live. You just asked me that. There we go. My pup also has a bionic leg. Yeah, I don't have anything against three-legged animals. I actually think they're pretty cool. I was just of the mindset of if we could save the leg, then I wanted to because she was only 5 weeks old. So I mean, it probably could have just gone in there with nail clippers and taken it off, honestly. But I don't know. I think we're still paying the cat leg off, actually. It was not a cheap procedure, but it was worth it. So. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yes, please like the screen. I guess I should do the thing too. Hi. I'm an anthropologist by training and an archaeologist, retired, and those are my credentials. Ta-da! Um, yeah, I know human evolution. I know human diet evolution. I know the evolution of the human diet, and actually my focus was human osteology, and I had a minor in criminal justice and women's studies, but the criminal justice one was the one I actually focused on. Women's studies, I enjoyed taking it. I don't know why I wanted to convince myself to minor in it. It really wasn't something that needed to be minored in, but I'm glad I took the classes. The criminal justice was not what I was expecting it to be. I wanted to do forensics. I know you all asked. I wanted to do forensics, but the school I went to didn't have a forensics program yet. And so that's why they put me in the anthropology department under physical anthropology. Excuse me. And then I was taking criminal justice on the side because that's all the law section of it. And I learned a lot and I enjoyed it. And I took a bunch of like rando classes about like mass murderers and that kind of stuff. Not really my thing, but now I know a lot about them. But that's also where I started to pick up on like my interest in body language and stuff. So, and I do say like a lot. I apologize. Shelly Daly says, yeah, it was, woo. Oh man, that's, so the person who shot him with a pellet gun, did you go and like smack him in the face with his freaking rifle? Why do people do that? Yeah, forensics is under anthropology, but I wanted to do like CSI style. And the school didn't know what to do with me. And I didn't know, I went in as a freshman and they're like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know, man, I just graduated. So it's fine though. It's fine. I got what I wanted out of it. I got to do archaeology for 20-ish years and that was fun. It was great. I regret things, yes, but it's all right. Life goes on. I had a three-legged girl named Trinity. I had a friend who had a three-legged dog and they called him Tripod. I thought I was going to start this though. You all got me distracted. I'm blaming my audience. All right. Just reading over that real quick. Okay, so let's get started on this. Yes, she is wearing a bra right now. Yeah, animals don't seem to mind only having 3 limbs. They don't. Nothing slows animals down. Like, animals go until they don't. And then they're done. You know what I'm going to do, actually, before we get started? I'm going to move this. No, I want, there we go. That's what I really want. Okay, maybe I do want it there. OBS and I are arguing. I don't know if I'm winning the argument. Okay, I can see the chat now. Yes, okay, good. We're good, we're good.
Vlogging today. I just woke up, and when I first wake up, my allergies are always the worst. So right now I have a massive stuffy nose. Love that for me.
I do that too. I get a stuffy nose when I first wake up, but I found out if you see little wisps of smoke, I found out if I have a humidifier, sorry about that, if I have a humidifier next to the bed, it will prevent that for the most part. So this one's like a diffuser humidifier thing. It's not very big. It's like literally this big, but seems to do the trick. I would recommend. Give it a shot.
And like a little bit of a scratchy throat, but that's just what happens. I don't know. I think it's because I'm allergic to my cats, but let's go away. I am about, like, I took a shower before I went to sleep and my hair is still like wet underneath a little bit, which is fine. But I'm about to like get ready for the day. We are going to straighten her today because she's looking a little wild. I don't understand. Like, I painted my nails like 5 days ago. Let's just say a week. Already chipping. Like, so bad. Does anyone have any like nail polish recommendations?
This drove me nuts. I don't know why. Nail polish, the regular at-home nail polish, unless you're doing like the full salon treatment, doesn't last more than like 5 days. And I've tried everything. I used to paint my nails a lot. Now I just wear fake nails. These aren't fake. These are my real nails. That's why they look so plain. But I don't, if her nail polish has lasted for a week before it started chipping, I would be like, cool, what polish is that? And I mean, it comes out in the next video. Spoilers. But I just, did she think she was going to paint her nails and it was just going to be like gel nails? Like she went to a salon gel nails? Because that's not how that works. I'm doing okay. I'm on Dayquil right now, so it's kind of like being a fully functional adult. I know she buys some dry shampoo in the next video. I don't know. Her hair actually has kind of been looking nice to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I know I have very thin hair, and I think I have very dry hair. Um, I don't know. Her hair kind of looks okay, but yeah, I mean, with nail polish, like 5 days is good. If I can get my nail polish to last for a whole week, I'm pretty happy with it because usually it starts to like fade at the tip because you do stuff with your hands and it just kind of like rubs. Anyway, I know we all wanted to talk about nail polish.
Because this is just too much. I'm not going to sit here and paint my nails daily.
I mean, if you do that. Okay, so here's my other thing with her nails. She doesn't do a lot of close-ups of her hands, but if you've ever seen one, she chews her nails down to the point where they go like past. I'm going to try to show you. Past the, is that called the quip? She chews it into the flesh. And it just looks so incredibly painful to me. And I used to chew my nails, not that badly, but I used to bite my nails pretty bad when I was like in high school, up until high school. And I learned the way to stop doing that was I would put a coat of nail polish every day on my nails. And I still do that to this day because my nails are very brittle. There's a point to this, I promise. But anyway, if you want to grow your nails out, one of the things I suggest doing is putting a coat of nail polish on every day because the nail polish supposedly will protect your nails while it grows out. And I think the other thing it does is it kind of like discourages you from chewing on them. So, and I think as you build up that coat of polish, I think it strengthens your nails. I don't know. These are just the things that I'm assuming. But I know it works for me when I do it. With her, I mean, her nails, the way you see the chipping on her nails, it's clear that she's been chewing on her nails too. So that's my other thing is like, did you think that the nail polish wasn't going to come off when you're chewing your nails? Like, that's the first thing that comes off. Also, don't chew your nails if it's got nail polish on it. It's gross. It's bad for you.
Like, I'm good. That looks horrendous. It's just annoying. Okay, so hair done, makeup done. I have this like undershirt because that's what I'm gonna wear today. But I don't know what to wear on top of it. So let's go in my closet together. My closet's kind of a mess right now, but it's because I'm moving. Things are getting cleared out, folks. Remember how there used to be tons of stuff up here? Not anymore. So I'm looking for something that's like, I don't know, spaghetti strap. Maybe like this guy. This guy right here. I was thinking like something black, but I don't know. I just really love this green color.
What is it with her and see-through clothing? Like, this shirt, and then in the next video, she's got a black number on, and we'll see it eventually. But it reminds me of that, there's a video clip, I think it was from the Becky era, where she's wearing like this sheer overdress. Excuse me, sorry. It's like black and she's got a skirt underneath it and you can like see all of her. It's not flattering at all. And this one kind of gives me the same kind of vibes. It's just, what is it with her in these see-through outfits that she insists on wearing? Also, is the sound good? Is she too loud? Is she, let's do it this way. Put a 1 in the comments if the sound is okay. Katie Swanson, that's mean, but funny. Why are we talking about the time warp? I don't know why I'm watching this now. Sorry. Spacing out. Sorry. Let's do this. Let's get back. Okay, good. So that sounds good. Yay! Anyway.
So let me put her on. Oh yeah, this absolutely.
I was so hoping for a transition there. I'm not lying. Her transitions were great for a while there, and then she stopped. And that would have been the perfect opportunity. It's so sad. I feel robbed.
Does something for me. I think I wore this outfit one other time. I wasn't vlogging that day though, but we're vlogging today, folks. Oh my god, I love this outfit. And both of these things are from Hot Topic. They were just bought separately, so.
They look like Hot Topic, I'm not gonna lie.
So I don't know if I ever showed you guys this before, but I'm out taking Twinkie walks.
I want someone to clip this. I need this to have like horror flashback movie vibes set to it, this part.
And this is where I fell. If you guys remember last year, see that like little hole? My foot just went and I fell down this little hill. So, okay, so I thought I was vlogging yesterday and like I clearly didn't. So I only vlogged one clip, so I'm gonna put that right here.
Yeah, you can see just looking at, I don't know if you can see my mouse because it's behind my head. You can see just looking at where the nail polish is wearing off. Like she clearly picks around her cuticles. I know this because I used to do this. And then she's chewed all of the nail polish off the tips. I don't think I've ever, wow. I am the queen of the dirty paws. I apologize. But I don't remember her ever talking about the nail chewing thing. I'm sure she has. There's just no way in hell she hasn't, but it just seems odd that it's clearly something she does. And I know that it's like a neurotic habit, but I don't recall her ever like talking about it, which this would be one of those things that she could talk about and actually point to as being evidence of some of these like disorders she claims she has. Sometimes, I don't know. Nope, stop it. Bad OBS. There we go. I'll make myself crazy with this chat window.
So, yeah. Okay, you guys. I have a little haul. I got some dry shampoo. Needed some of that. I also, because these mats.
These gnats. This shit's gonna kill me. Her fruit flies. Okay. I don't care. I get fruit flies because I buy bananas. They're annoying as hell. I also have an open porch, so anyway, bugs are bugs. They come and they go. Just if she would just quit making such a big fucking deal out of it, no one would even care. It'd be here and gone. But she's got to make this big freaking deal out of it. So I don't know if these things work or not. We always just put out like a little thing of vinegar in a beer bottle. I come from the Midwest, okay? It's a beer bottle with vinegar in it. You set it off to the side. The flies go in, they don't come out. That's how this works. Oops. I'm not typing in the chat, sorry.
These fruit flies are no joke. So I got this thingy to plug it into the wall. Hopefully that works. I was craving some stuffing, so got some of that. Got some makeup wipes because I've officially ran out.
You know what? Those are generics. So that kind of goes against my whole, like, she doesn't buy generic. So that's interesting. But if you will notice, she just kind of was like, these are makeup wipes and kind of shoves them off to the side. Now watch how much time she spends on this lotion.
Got some lotion. This is the best lotion, I promise. It's Cetaphil moisturizing cream. It's for very dry to dry sensitive skin. So
thank you, Amberlynn.
Beautiful, beautiful. And then last but not least, I got a rotisserie chicken. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm about to make me some stuffing.
As soon as she pulled out that stuffing box, the first time I watched this, I knew she had a chicken in there because she only ever eats the stuffing with the chicken. So, now, the question is, was her OMAD the entire box of stuffing and the entire rotisserie chicken? Or, now, because of my inner fat chick, I can do some damage to a rotisserie chicken all by myself, so I don't have a ton of room to talk, but I hate box stuffing. I don't like stuffing anyway, but box stuffing is like the worst.
And have some of this chicken and just enjoy my time. All right, so now we're all up to speed. So I did weigh myself, so I'm gonna put that right here. Okay, today is Monday.
Hello, ceiling, my old friend. Wait, you know, if she's not gonna put all three lights in this picture, how do I know it's the same ceiling every time? Just saying.
Okay, September 4th, my weekly weigh-in.
Hello, it's ready. 511.4 pounds.
511.4. So we're starting to lose a little slowly, but I'm okay with it as long as I'm losing. So I'm only down 2.6 this week, but it's a total of like 31.6 in 3 weeks. So I'm very happy about that. I knew the weight loss was going to start coming off super slow. That's just how it goes, but that's okay. I haven't done anything different this last week, I'm still only eating 1 to 2 meals a day. That's just what I've been doing.
Okay, here's my thing. I'm not coming at her at all. I'm just, the math sometimes doesn't math. Somebody did point out that she's getting cheekbones again, so there is some weight loss going on, and I can see her neck, which is usually the first thing that vanishes and the first thing that reappears. So she is losing weight, but down with the box stuffing. Box stuffing is the devil. That being said, to go from a 15-pound weight loss per week down to a 2.5-pound weight loss, which is a normal weight loss, but for her, I know she can potentially lose more weight because she's got more weight to lose. I know that's like the paradox of it all. That's not really a paradox, but anyway, my point is, it just seems like a very sudden slowdown to go from 15 to 2. That just seems like a lot. Just like a very hard stop, in my opinion, but not a dietitian, not a doctor. I don't care about the OMAD thing. I really don't. Even if she did eat that entire rotisserie chicken and the entire box of stuffing, if that really was her only meal for the day, that was probably her daily calories. And I mean, she still needs to eat. She still needs calories. That kind of a thing. I just don't know. And I feel like the more she's protesting about how she's not using a weight loss supplement, I think the more I am suspicious that she is actually using a weight loss supplement, you know? Because she does that. That's like her pattern. She denies, and then it turns out that that's what has been going on the whole time. And no one's ever surprised because we're not dumb. And then she puts out a video, I've been lying to you guys. And then she admits the thing that we already knew. So, like, that's the cycle. That's the pattern. But anyway. Yeah, and then, like Shelley Daly said there, the Chikara puts her at 525, and Chikara's... I trust Chikara's eyeballs. I mean, she hasn't been wrong yet, so... I'm just reading the chat real fast. There is no logic in the L's world. Oh, Purbug said a funny thing and I missed it. She thought she was 30 pounds lighter. She said her scale was wrong. Yeah. I don't understand how that works. How does the scale measure one person correctly and the other person not? Like, how does that work? I don't understand.
And it's just a lot of fasting. And I only sleep for like 6-7 hours. My sleep is so freaking bad. I know, like, supposedly you're supposed to get 8 hours, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm trying to wake up at the same time every single day. So regardless of what time I fall asleep, I always have my alarm set for the same time. And
I think it's interesting how she never tells us what the times are. You know, I'm trying to get 8 hours of sleep every day, and I want to wake up at the same time every day, so I have my alarm clock set, you know, for the same time every day. Okay, but what time are you getting up? And I don't really care. Like, it really doesn't matter. It's just the vagueness of it all creates an atmosphere of mistrust, and if she would just be... She's so vague at important times, but so detailed at times when it's not important. And that's, unfortunately, the traits of a liar. And so that's regardless of if she is telling the truth or not, because she does these untrustworthy behaviors, it comes off as being untrue. And so that's why a lot of people don't trust what she says, you know? And I mean, I can explain this to her until the cows come home, but I don't think it would do any good. So. There's no, smug and smarmy. It's funny. There's nothing wrong with using weight loss supplements, as long as they're used responsibly, you know, and under certain ones under doctor supervision. I mean, they're called weight loss supplements for a reason. I don't have a problem with people doing that or using weight loss surgery or anything, especially when you're like stupid morbidly obese. You got to do what you got to do. You just need to do it responsibly, you know. She's still an adult. But you know, Amberlynn and responsible just don't go together. very often. So no, I don't have anything against her using a weight loss supplement. As a matter of fact, if she was using one, I'd be like, cool, go for it, you know? That kind of a thing. I still don't believe she's doing gummies, guys. I just don't. Yeah, wasn't she saying she was getting up at 10? I'm starting to get her and Alexandra Rodriguez sort of kind of mixed up because I'm trying to find something interesting about Alexandra Rodriguez. And other than she's kind of exactly like Amber, I don't really have anything. She is an adult, Shelley, I promise. Anyway, sorry.
In the morning. So it's like, that's the reason why I'm not getting the full hours. So I need to start falling asleep like an hour or two earlier so I can get 8 hours of sleep. But yeah, so another loss. I'm super, super proud of that. I hope this next week I lose at least 5 pounds. I know that's fucking insane because that is a lot for like a 4th week. But I feel like if I stick to what I've been doing, like it should happen, right? So I guess we'll see.
She's talking like a Valley girl. She's talking like a 90s movies Valley girl. That happened, right? As I immediately do the exact same thing. Okay, this is just me speculating, so y'all can correct me if you need to, but I feel like her weight loss shouldn't be plateauing yet. I feel like her weight loss, if she really was losing weight and doing something where she was really severely cutting her calories like she claims she's doing, I feel like her weight loss should be pretty dramatic for a while. I've been watching a lot of my 600 Pound Life episodes, and let me tell you what, I have nothing positive to say about these people. But when they do decide to lose weight, the weight comes off for several months in a row, and she's already plateaued around week 3. I don't know. I gotta sit with this stuff. I don't know.
Literally, the only thing I hate about wearing lipstick is getting the damn lipstick on all my drinks.
Okay, so what you do is you put your lipstick on. Then you get a piece of toilet paper, just one piece, one little sheet. You put it in between your lips and you go, ma, 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 and then you pull it off. It's called blotting. And if you're super anal, you can put the piece of toilet paper on, kind of just pat it onto your lips, and then take some of your finishing powder and very lightly dust it on the toilet paper that's on your lips, very lightly, and then pull it off. It'll set your lipstick for days. But that requires you to actually know how to put lipstick on. Obviously, I am a makeup guru. With sarcasm.
Like, ma'am? Look at this beautiful, beautiful baby boy. He's getting old, you guys. Someone told me that cats that are like 8, 9 years old are old.
Yeah, I mean, they're middle-aged. My eldest cat right now is... he's 6. Sorry, I had to look at the birthday candle. He's 6. The babies are 5. The 2 old men I had before them, my original tabby lived to be 21, and I had a big fluffy black cat that looked very much like this one, only it was solid black. He lived till 19. So, I mean, he's got a few more good years in him. What irritates me most, though, is he desperately needs to be groomed. She's not brushing him, and I can tell by how dull his coat is and by how, like, well, greasy his coat is. So he seems to be happy though, but he just needs some help. I mean, even his ears are... He needs to be groomed. I'm sorry. I don't think it's like animal abuse or anything. He just needs some TLC.
That made me sad. I want to show you guys something that he does. He likes to lick my hand.
Delicious human
And his tongue
flesh.
feels like sandpaper.
Yes.
Thank you, baby boy. That was super sweet. I appreciate it so much. Yes, I am crying. I just did something super freaking crazy. Well, for me it is. I just talked to my dad on video chat, and I hadn't actually talked to him on the phone in probably 7 years. I haven't heard his voice in 7 years, but I haven't like physically seen him. Like, we never did video chats, nothing, since I was 18 years old, and I'm now 32. And that was the craziest, most surrealist thing that I've done in so long. And it's just like, for all these years, I remembered my dad like a certain way. And to like see him and like hear his voice and it be completely different than like what I remember. And It is just, it's wild. It's so surreal. Rarity has been with me for the whole
Hey,
call.
sweet baby.
And it was just, it was really hard. I don't want to go into like too much detail, but he's not doing very good. And I just love him so much. And yeah, it was just crazy. And I just wanted to document this moment and remember this moment forever. Because, like, I don't know. It just really meant a lot to me. And yeah, wow. Emotions are all over the place. I need a hug. That's what I need right now.
Yeah, you're not getting it from us. I don't have a problem with her doing that. I don't know why you would want to share that, especially with the audience that you have, but you know what? That's your life decision, not mine. I get the whole, like, not realizing that your dad has changed. My dad passed away, I think, 10, 11 years ago now. Yeah. And so I look at pictures that we have, and it's like a refresher kind of a thing. So I get that part of it. I do. It's very surreal. As far as the documenting her life, somebody, I forget where it was, said that she's not documenting her life, she's monetizing her life. And I agree with that because it's very clear to me that Amber doesn't go back and rewatch these videos. So she's not using them as a form of memory. She's not looking at them after she's made them. And that's more of a commodification thing and less of a I want to go back and relive this moment. Like, we take pictures and we keep pictures in our albums so that we can go back and look at them and to remind ourselves from time to time of things. But Amber puts videos up and then completely forgets what she said in them. So, which is come back to bite her in the ass on more than one occasion. So. Thank you for bearing with me, by the way, guys. I'm gonna fidget. You see why I edit my videos? This is the stuff you miss. This is the crap you miss when I edit. What's the chat saying? The cat does look older than he is, yeah. Yeah, old cats, man, they run until they're done. Yeah, we're still talking about cats. Cats are good. Keep up the cat talk. Cat talk is good talk.
Okay, so I'm currently doing some
Oh my god. Okay, so alright. Edit this shit out, man.
packing. And oh my god.
That was unnecessary. And also, we know you know how to edit. You've shown it to us a million fucking times now. Edit that crap out. Why do you want to be on camera with your clothes falling off? Like, seriously.
This dress always does that. It's okay.
And why are you wearing it?
Okay, so I'm doing some packing and I want to get rid of tons of movies. So I have them in here. And I want to show you guys some of my favorite movies because I wouldn't own it unless I was obsessed.
Well, and there you have it. If Amber owns it and is obsessed with it, then it must be the bee's knees and you need no other movie.
So, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Cute but juvenile.
Girl Interrupted.
Says something.
A Simple Favor. Any
I've never
of
seen
the
that one.
Jurassic World, Jurassic Parks I have.
I am not a Jurassic Park fan. I liked the first movie because of the movie. Like, I liked the effects and the step forward it was for movies and movie production. Overall, though, well, and Jeff Goldblum, but beyond that, I don't care. I'm not a dinosaur person. I'm really not.
Them all. My Girl and My Girl 2.
I tell you what, though, My Girl traumatized me. I am not shitting you. That movie traumatized my ass.
Forrest Gump. The Parent Trap.
Again, juvenile-ish?
Life of the Party. Matilda.
Never saw it.
The Man on the Moon.
Never saw
A
it.
Dog's Purpose.
I hate animal movies. Not because I hate animals. I just hate movies that are specifically designed to make you cry, and all animal movies are made to make you cry, and I hate that.
Jennifer's Body.
I am actually surprised when this popped up. I am actually surprised that she likes this movie. I'm surprised she even knows this movie exists, just because this movie is kind of an underground cult classic, and it's kind of a complicated movie, for as goofy as it is. So I'm pretty sure she likes it, but I'm almost positive it goes over her head.
Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. I feel
That movie is fabulous, by the way. Also very juvenile, but oh my god, it's fabulous. This is one of the best movies ever made.
like no one knows about this movie. I've loved it since I was very, very young. Please watch this. It's so good. Age of Adeline,
Never
The
saw it.
Runaways, What's Eating Gilbert.
Oh my god, that movie's so good, but also traumatized the crap out of me. What was with this era of movies and traumatizing people? Like, that movie straight traumatized my ass.
Grape, Riding in Cars with Boys. This is like
Never saw it.
one of my top favorite movies ever. Drew Barrymore is my heart and soul.
I was not a Drew Barrymore fan. Still kind of not. Never saw this one either.
The Help. Last but not least, we have Still Alice. Hey guys, so it is the next day. I told
What is with her in blankets? This is TikTok. This right here is TikTok. This is Fat Acceptance Haze TikTok right here.
I forgot to end the vlog, but I'm trying to remember to do so. And I was literally just laying in bed editing. So I noticed, oh, there's not an outro. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. I'm sorry, these have been like super freaking short. I'm gonna try to get better with that. But love you guys. Bye. Good morning.
Bye. Yeah. I wanted to do like a dive into the movies, but I think anything I would say might technically be unfair. I think anything I said would be unfair just because of how I classify some of those movies as being very like high schooly, but also most of those movies came out when we were in high school, so there's nothing wrong with liking a movie from then. I mean, I'm still a massive Labyrinth fan, and I probably will be until I die, so I don't have a whole lot of room to talk. But so I was like, maybe not commentary on the movies. Most of the movies she put up, the ones that I recognized, I liked. I have no room to talk. I thought Encino Man was one of the greatest movies ever made, so that and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, so there you go. Now you know everything you need to know about me and my likes of movies. So, paleontology is not archaeology. We don't dig dinosaurs. So, if you hit bedrock, you've gone too far. Yeah, my girl was traumatizing. That one and the book Bridge to Terabithia, if there were like moments of my life I could go back and erase, those would be two of them. And then they made a damn movie out of that book. What is wrong with people? Thirsty Lynn. Yeah, teen movies or young adult movies, like, I mean, it just goes back to what everybody keeps saying about her, but, and she even agrees about it, that she's, like, immature. Technically I graduated in the 90s. It was still the 90s when I graduated. Yes, David Bowie. David Bowie and the Magic Package. I haven't seen the latest Bill and Ted movie, and I really want to. I haven't not seen it for any particular reason. I just keep kind of forgetting it exists. And then I got sucked into, what are the new movies he's doing? John Wick. Keanu Reeves. Can we talk about Keanu Reeves for a moment? We can just talk about Keanu Reeves forever. Anyway. Terabithia is like, I'm not saying it was a bad book. It's just not something I would give to anybody who wasn't an adult. Like some of these books I read when I was in high school, and when I was in grade school even, like freaking Where the Red Ferns Grow? Who the hell is giving those books to children? Like, Jesus criminy. Harold and Maude? I feel like I saw that one. Clearly I don't remember it though, so. Man in the Moon was traumatizing. Yes. It's alright, Rocky's Wooby. This is fine. We won't judge. We don't judge here. Keanu is a national treasure. He's precious and we need to protect him. Old Yeller! Seriously! Like, what the hell was wrong with us? And it wasn't us. These were books being written by adults for children. What is wrong with these adults? Anyway. Let's switch over. See, I will.
30% of the
No,
things
stop. I am a professional. What's going on here? I thought I watched this whole thing. All right, there we go. To move that over there real quick. I need to do a couple quick adjustments, so please entertain yourselves. Politely. I feel like I'm doing substitute teaching. As long as you don't get blood on the carpet and you don't swear out loud, I don't care. There's stuff I'm not telling you. Okay, there we go. That should be lined up correctly, yes. I was the worst substitute, by the way. Kids hated me. And for good reason. Anyway. Good literature should make you feel something, but I'm not entirely positive good literature should be, like, traumatizing. Like, I think there's a point, like the book The Giver. I will spoil shit for people, so I apologize ahead of time, but after reading that book and getting to the end of it, I was offended that I was allowed to read that in grade school when I read it. I think I read that in 6th grade. Yeah, I was an advanced reader, and I just don't feel like I was really emotionally developed enough to really handle the end of that novel. Like, that was the first time I had ever encountered the concept of, like, unaliving oneself. And I just wasn't ready for that. And I think that that book was not something that should have been handed to a 6th grader to read. So there's that. Yeah, thank you, Stevie Reezy. Life is traumatizing enough, seriously. No, it's not like The Giving Tree. The Giver's about a utopic society, and it's the main character is a child, and it's a utopic society that isn't that utopic, basically, because, like, they all are. It's a sci-fi. And then at the end, and so everybody's, like, assigned, and never mind, I'm not going to go into it, but trust me, it's, as an adult, I could read that and be like, okay, I get what you're trying to do here, but as a child, I was not prepared for that. I don't think any kid really is. I don't know Harold and Maude, but Harold and Kumar go to White Castle? Yes, that movie. Sorry, that was the dumbest movie, and I loved every minute of it. Alright, hang on, what are we talking about here? I traumatized middle schoolers when I said, kinda, yeah, Schnicky puts, kinda, yeah. The only thing that keeps Shakespeare from being less traumatizing is that most people don't speak Old English anymore. Yeah, Romeo and Juliet was not... Why are kids reading that in middle school? Like, not only that, you can't appreciate it. You know? Like, Romeo and Juliet isn't a terrible play. It's just, I've been exposed to it so much. I just can't stand it anymore. It's like when you hear a song over and over and over and over again, even if it's a song you liked, you learn to hate it. And that's kind of where I'm at with Romeo and Juliet. Also, the fact that everybody's like, oh my god, it's such a great romance. These two kids, they loved each other. No, they didn't. It was two idiots. And then, like, what, 9 people died because of these 2 morons? I mean, that's kind of the point. And no one ever picks up on that. Everybody's always like, oh, it's a romance. They loved each other so much. No, that's not love, man. That's not love. If you're in a relationship like that, man, run. So, anyway. Well, Cordelia, I want to know what... Oh, I think you told me that. Yeah, your name's from one of the plays, right? Oh, you think The Giver's trash? Middle schoolers are the worst. Give me grade schoolers, give me high schoolers. Middle school kids, they're evil. They're possessed. They're the worst. I'm sure those of you who have children, I'm sure your children are wonderful people. Middle schoolers are the worst. Do not be a sub for middle schoolers. They will come for you. It is a bloodbath. Carrie Marty, I think you're talking like not American, and I apologize. I don't know what level 1518 is, because I are American. Sorry. It's not a great romance. It's a terrible romance. It's called a tragedy for a damn reason. Yeah, literally, the freaking play, Romeo and Juliet, starts off with Romeo pining over Rosalind. He's so in love with Rosalind. Sweet Rosalind. And then, like, he sees the next hot thing, and he's just like, no, never mind. Rosalind who? Whatever. It's trash boyfriend. Yes, her families were douches. Yes. Yeah, King Lear. Yeah, okay, yeah. Ophelia? Isn't that the name of the play? No. That's a different thing. Never mind. Othello. That's what I'm trying to think of. Too many O names. Yeah, grade school kids, like, they're the worst. They know all the words. And they fight dirty. Elrila Sands, thank you for being honest. That is a... See, some of Shakespeare's plays are perfectly fine. Midsummer's Night, beautiful play. There's nothing wrong with that one. I mean, it's a little racy, but not for our time. But Ophelia's in Hamlet. Yeah, that's right. Benji, that's fine. You're probably not missing anything from middle school anyway. I'm pretty sure if we could all go back in time and see ourselves in middle school, we would be like, my God, I'm an asshole. And you'd just be like, why am I even doing that? This makes no sense. And it doesn't make sense because your brain has shut off. Like, literally, I'm not even being hyperbolic here. Like, your brain switches developmental gears when you hit 13-ish. And basically what it does is it turns off all of your logic processes, which have been developing up to this point, which is why people are like, oh, these kids, they seem like they're such old souls. Well, yeah, at that point, they're developing their thinking skills and their cognitive reasoning. And then it turns off at the age of 13 so that puberty can hit. And puberty makes you dumb. And it just, like, it's puberty and you're just stupid. But you don't know it. And so you're just dumb until sometime around your late 20s, or your early 20s. Like, for guys, it can go up until, like, 26. Most people, like, come out of it around 21, 23, if you're lucky. But it's just like, from that point until that point, you're just stupid and you can't help it. And that's why people make these, like, incredibly weird decisions. And it's like, why are we asking people to make freaking life decisions during this time period when, like, we now know that they don't have we just don't have the cognitive ability to be doing that. And yet we're like, make your life decision right now. I can't. Anyway. Thank you for coming to my ramble. All right, let's get started on this one. There's stuff I'm hiding from you. Seafood boil and walk with me. She is the queen of the clickbait. Anytime I see one of these clickbait titles, I don't believe for a minute that it's going to be about anything that she actually says the title's going to be about. So, whatever. Hang on. Gonna have to result to cough drops here in a minute. Cough drops. I gotta quote read in the chat. Hang on. All right, let's get started here.
Hello. Hi. So, welcome to a new vlog. We're going to do a little vlog moment today.
This ring is two, at least faux opals. I doubt they're real, knowing Amber. It's new. I was looking at it earlier. It's a new ring. And someone was pointing out that like she's been very and if I am correct in my transpositioning, sure. She's wearing it on her marriage hand, but not her marriage ring, her finger. She's wearing it on her middle finger. Work with me. Words are hard right now. I don't know. Might be reading too much into that though.
You guys see me chilling in my bed a lot because my living room is currently an absolute mess. I have a lot of boxes in there that I want to give to Goodwill. It's just so messy out there that it gives me so much anxiety. So I've been just, this is where you see me right now. Okay. And then obviously my office, I don't have a desk in there anymore. So I have nowhere really to sit. So I'm just like sitting here. I just got done editing the vlog.
Is her sound good? Because she sounds loud to me. Give me a 1 if her sound is okay for you guys. Oh, Rookie's Wooby. I'm very sorry about that. Bye, Wirehall Medic. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for clarifying your name. That's really cool. I was never smart enough to do anything fun with my name like that.
That you guys are going to be seeing today, and I like to watch it back to make sure everything is good. I didn't leave in anything crazy. That's only happened like one time in my whole 10 years of being on YouTube, which it'll actually be 10 years this November. So a whole decade of Amberlynn Reid on YouTube. Wow. So yeah, I'm just going.
I want you all to let that sink in. 10 solid years of Amberlynn has been documented and preserved on YouTube. There are public figures who don't have that much documentation of their lives. Putting that out there.
Going through, watching that video, and then I'm going to schedule it for you guys and get it up, and we're going to start trying to film as much as possible. I've also been doing some
Don't threaten me.
TikToks. They've been really fun. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, you can. Right off the top of my head, your girl's not remembering her name. So
how do you not remember your account name? Especially an account name that you've had forever. It's not like she just opened this TikTok. It's been around. I don't care what it is. I'm not going to go follow her. The only person I look up on TikTok is Jordan Underwood, so... And there's reasons for that one. But... I don't know, man. She's still chugging along. Shelly Daly says 10 years is the lifespan of a YouTube channel. Is it really?
I'm pretty sure I have it linked in the description, but who knows? I don't remember. My memory is not the greatest.
This is the picture I was wanting. Is it me, or is this very Kim Kardashian or Kardashian-esque in general? Like, she really does think she's some kind of pinup girl. So,
I did repaint my nails just now. I'm not good at it at all, but I'm obsessed with this color. This is Jealous Boyfriend 676, and the brand is Sally Hansen Miracle Gel.
okay, so here's my thing about the nail polish. This is a really good nail polish. It's kind of expensive, in my opinion, because I'm a cheap bitch, but it's kind of expensive. It's not anywhere near the most expensive nail polish you can buy, but it's got a gel base to it, and you can get a gel top coat for this. If you use the two of those in conjunction and then also use like a UV light, like that shit'll stay for days. But even just putting it on, even just using the base like she's got here, that a week is great. I mean, if she didn't chew on her fingernails, it would last longer, but there's nothing, if you're going to chew on your nails, there's nothing you can do. Nothing's going to stick around. Hell, even fake nails fall off if you chew on your nails. Not that I know that from personal experience or anything. But it's just like, she's like, what can I do to make it last longer? You're already using, like, decent quality stuff. Just don't chew on your nails. That's pretty much all you can do to make it last longer.
I love this color so much. I feel like it really suits me, so... I just am not good at painting my nails, and it chips really easily, but whatever. I guess I'll just...
It doesn't chip easy. I use that stuff. I don't even use the color. I just use the top coats because they've got a matte top coat and a shiny top coat. Well, by the way, that shiny top coat That's like high heaven shiny. I just use those on top of really cheap nail polish, and it's fabulous. It makes cheap stuff look good. So, yeah, Sally Hansen's a good brand. And so, wow, that's a face. I told you, I am the queen of the dirty paws. Yeah, so, I mean, if her nails aren't lasting, it's because she's chewing on them. And I've already pointed out the chew pattern on it, so quit chewing on your nails. You're using good products. Stop chewing on your nails. Which is easier said than done. I know that.
Touch it up every few days. Okay, guys, so I'm currently cleaning out my hallway closet, and the lighting in here is really bad.
No shit.
Because this light is very broke.
Because this light isn't designed to be filmed in. Because it's an apartment, not a video studio. It's almost as if... It's almost like someone should make some kind of like portable light source that you could like move around with you and set up in random places. You know, something light that doesn't take up a ton of space, but you know, still produces a great enough light that you could like light something up. Maybe not quite in a square because that might be a little difficult. Maybe something like in a round section, and then you could put the camera through the center of it so they would have like an even light distribution around the camera. I mean, maybe like a ring light? Maybe, yeah.
As you can tell, not broke.
Sorry.
The bulb is not having a time. So, I'm getting a bunch of this stuff.
This is short girl problems right here, man. I feel this so much. Where you just strategically move the thing underneath the pile of stuff and like hope that it all just falls correctly so that it doesn't fall on you. It's like Jenga. It's short girl Jenga.
Oh my god.
Yep,
These
see?
are just random
Is that a chess set? Sorry, I'm gonna play this game.
Felina
Choo choo?
and I would do together.
I don't know
Do you
what
guys
that is.
remember this? Felina and I had a little paint night.
Little
I did
paint
this
night.
guy.
I remember daycare, yes.
She did this one.
What is
Very
that?
different from one another. So, things like that just hold too many.
My partner today... Was it today? No, it was last night. My partner was making popcorn. It's a short girl problem. Anyway, not the popcorn part. My boyfriend was making popcorn. He asked me if I wanted some, and I said, yeah, that's great. I thought we were out of popcorn. He goes, no, you've got like a whole box back here. And I went, where? And he goes, it's behind the rice on the top shelf. And I'm like, behind the rice on the top shelf where I can't see it? And he goes, maybe I shouldn't put things on the top shelf all the way in the back. I said, we've been together how many years and you are just now figuring this out? And he's like, well, you know, I can see it. He's like 6 foot tall. It's putting things on the damn top shelf. Tall
Many
people.
memories, so I'm gonna get rid of them. That's that. So, yeah, it's crazy in here.
What
Here
are we
have
doing?
some Twinkies clothes, so I'm gonna go through that.
Okay, so, all right. I have a box full of cat clothes because I dress my cats up. So, I understand the bin of animal clothing. I know. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. But yeah, I get this. I get this.
She has a lot of winter clothes, especially, so I'm gonna go through that right now, actually. Twinkie was currently just chasing a bird, and I told her she cannot eat that bird for lunch. Now she's mad.
I don't think you have to worry about Twinkie catching a bird. Just gonna put that out there.
It's so funny when she does that, because
I do have extra popcorn now. I apparently have an entire box of it. I didn't
she's
know.
like the sweetest dog ever. And then she's like, ooh, birds. I want them all. Hello. Okay, so I got some food. I got seafood boil, which is one of my favorite meals.
Is it now? This is gross. I'm sorry.
It absolutely, without a doubt, makes my nose itch, but it's totally fine. Wow, that stuff went flying.
Is this not Foodie Beauty vibes? Like, I don't not watch Foodie. I haven't watched Foodie in a long time, but I watch Foodie through other channels. I cannot stand her. But back when she would do some of her other mukbangs, this is just very Foodie vibes, and It always blows my mind when she's mimicking food.
So it comes in this bag.
Hello, tequila and donuts. Anybody else slip in here that I missed? Lynn Lamb's here. I got Shelly Daly. Prez Hines. Hi, everyone who snuck in and I didn't notice you. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at this.
And I get shrimp. I'll show you guys up close. I get shrimp and crab. It also comes with broccoli and it.
Okay, knots and bags. White people kryptonite. Throwing that out there. As a white person. That shit. I go to the Asian market a lot. A lot. And they sell vegetables in the bags and they just and tie it up and I'm just like, God damn it. Because I know I have to go home and I have to untie that motherfucker.
It is so good in there. My nose is already itching. Oh. Wait, is my nose already itching? Is this a joke?
Yes.
Oh my god. So, I also get some rice. There's some corn on the cob. This part's always so hard to open.
Told you.
Okay. We got it open. And there's also potato. So this is my meal for the day, obviously. And I never finish it either, but it's so good. Let me show you up close. So this is what it looks like.
I've never ordered seafood boil at a restaurant, and I've certainly never ordered it for takeout. Why is it in a bag? I guess, maybe I'm asking I know the answer to this. It's because of the large bits in it and stuff. And I mean, those are crab legs. They are sharp. The presentation of this is like the least appetizing thing. It's like, here, look at this garbage bag full of food sitting in slop. And it's just... You going out? My partner's switching out the laundry. Maybe he's switching out the laundry. Anyway, this is just like the least appetizing way to present food. And I think if I was going to put... And I think if I was going to put this together and then put a camera on it, I would have at least put it in, like, a bowl or something to make it less like a hog swap. I mean, I'm not judging the seafood boil because I get where the seafood boil comes from. That's not my thing. It's the presentation of the food that is just kind of gross. Anyway, I'm just kind of quick looking at this. $40 for a seafood boil? It's like gumbo. What are you paying for? Nothing against gumbo. It's just, why are you paying that much? It does usually get served in a bag. At a lot of restaurants, it's served in a bucket. Chow, really? We dump it in clean butcher paper. Yeah.
See
Anyway.
the crab, the potatoes, the shrimp. Oh my god, it's all so freaking delish. And then there's the rice. Back in the day, I would also get the sausage with it, but since I'm trying to only do one meal a day or whatever, I don't need the sausage.
Why? You're doing one meal a day. You technically need to get your daily... If you're only eating once a day, you need to be eating your daily calories in that meal. And protein is fine. Why would you skimp on the sausage? Like, I don't understand why she thinks she's flexing here by cutting the sausage out of the one meal that she's going to eat that day.
Like, it just adds way too much with something that's already pretty big and bulky. Okay, so update. I ate the crab And my nose didn't itch as bad. Like, I don't understand. It happens like 90% of the time.
It's almost like you don't actually have an allergy to crab.
But this time it didn't happen. Maybe I'm not allergic. I don't know what's happening and I'm so confused. Now I'm looking in the mirror. I need to
Oh my gosh, you poor innocent little lamb. Can you whine a little bit more about it?
put some more lip stuff on. I'm LOLing at the fact that
I'll put some more lipstick on. God. Who are you playing up to? When we finally meet new wifey and I need to have a talk, because this stuff is like, this is gross. Knock it off already.
I just called this a mirror. I'm actually losing my mind. Like, truly. This is a mirror, Amberlynn. That's a fucking mirror. Okay, let me set it up. I have done nothing, literally nothing today besides, I spilled a whole freaking Diet Pepsi and I had to clean that up, so that was fun. But I've done literally nothing today besides, pack. And I have realized I am doing
The Lord's work.
more piles to donate.
Why did she use quotation marks for this? Piles to donate? What does that mean? Does that mean like you're still going to take it with you anyway, but you were thinking about donating it?
Than I am actually packing. I'm probably only keeping about 30% of the things that I own, which is wild.
Yeah. Because where's the other 70% going? Somebody, I made a comment about Feline getting Amber's cast-offs, and I don't have anything against hand-me-downs or anything. That wasn't my point. My point was that, like, the way Amber says it, it's like a dominance thing. It's like, you know, with cats, we all have cats. The dominant cat in the household will eat first, or will start eating before the other cats will eat. And it's kind of one of those things, like the dominant cat eats, and then the less dominant cats get the leftovers. But of course, we don't do that. Anyway. It's kind of the same thing. Amber gets to consume first, and then Feline gets the leftovers of the consumption. You know? That's kind of what I meant by that. I'm a thrifter. I like going to the thrift stores. I will pull things out of the trash and fix them if they're fixable. So I don't have a whole lot of room to talk there. But it's not Feline getting used things. It's that specifically they are Amber's leavings that Feline is being allowed access to. Voila. Yay. You know it's a ballet bar, right? Apparently that's where we hang clothes. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying now.
Wild. Oh, and by the way, I put up another TikTok. I'm trying to do TikToks a lot.
Nobody's going to your TikTok, girl.
No, I don't get paid on there. I know that you can.
Boy, she's not happy that she doesn't get paid on there either. Did you see that face? No, I don't get paid on there.
I don't though.
But yet you're putting all of your attention there?
I don't really know like how that works. I used to be part of
Oh my god.
the creator fund, but this was years ago.
Fund.
Now they do something different. Like things are actually like monetized and stuff. So I just post on there for the funsies. So definitely go look. I have
Flirting Lynn blows my mind. Because it's so cliche. It's so high school. It's like every. It's not even like a teenage heartthrob movie. It's like every kid you've ever seen trying to preen for their first crush. That's what Flirt Lynn is like. It's like someone who doesn't understand how to have a human relationship flirting for the first time. And it's so cringe. It just makes me uncomfortable.
so much fun with TikTok transitions, my fave. Do you guys hear all those birds? It's crazy. Even Twinkie's like, whoa. They're super talkative today.
It's called roosting. It's what they do in the evenings, and that's how I know you're walking the dog in the late afternoon, in early evening, because the birds are roosting.
It's like tree galore, like I'm in a freaking jungle. Twinkie's like, toys. She thinks birds are toys, I swear. Or she thinks they're food. Yikes.
God forbid an animal eat another animal. That would be unnatural. I don't know, I'm sorry.
It's really good outside. But the birds, though, they talk. Have you guys ever heard of snowbirds? It's definitely not what those are, but...
Where is she even walking in her apartments? Like... I honestly think she's moving because she's being very brave about how much of her apartment she's showing, so she feels comfortable exposing it because she knows she's leaving it. And that looked like the clubhouse area where she was walking there for a minute. So there's got to be a designated animal poop area. Why are you walking the dog in what is clearly the landscaped area?
She's so interested in those birds. She was barking at them, but I didn't film it. Okay, you guys, so it is the next day. You guys have seen this container every single day.
I don't think it's the next day, you guys. I know I'm not usually into the conspiracy theories, but A, her makeup hasn't changed. The only thing that's changed is her shirt. I don't think it's the next day. I think she just changed her outfit.
I still haven't moved it. All of this container here, all of that's in there is just like old laptops, old phones. I don't know, it's just...
Like, she's still got the same kind of blotchy, schmetty foundation, and her blush is still applied in the exact same way. Like, I'm terrible at putting blush on. You know, it's just... And I don't like that lip color on her. I'm sorry. I just don't.
It's a lot of jibber jabber. But it is the next day. I totally forgot to end this. I was editing and I realized, oh crap. And then I realized, why are all my videos getting so freaking short? And now I'm realizing I need to actually wash my, sorry, my brain is everywhere.
You're so quirky that you can't even hold a thought in your head. It's not the next day. It's the same makeup. It's not even slept in makeup, so it can't even be like, you know, she sleeps in her makeup. Her blush is still on her cheeks. Her lipstick is fresh. Her nail polish is unchipped. All she's done is changed her outfit. I even think those are the same damn earrings. I can't really tell, so I might be wrong about the earrings, but...
You guys, I have a lot that I'm actually...
Nope, they're different. They're different earrings, I'm sorry.
Talking about right now, and you know what? I might actually start talking about it and let you guys know a little bit more into my personal life. I don't know when that is, but I just need to get it out in the open. Nothing like too extreme and personal. Like, I'm not going to go into like reasons of why certain things are happening right now.
Look at her thinking. She's thinking about the things she's going to tell us. She's thinking about the stories she's going to tell. But she needs to be in a safe place before she tells us these stories. She needs to get someplace safe where she feels comfortable talking to us about it. And the only thing that's going to change between now and when she moves is Feline. Which tells me she's making up stories about Feline that she's going to tell later so that she can milk this breakup again for more. And I'm interested to hear what these stories are gonna, because Amber is a storyteller. She might be a life actor, but she's a storyteller. I can't wait to hear what these stories are gonna be. I'm sure they're going to be riveting and easily fact-checkable.
But I feel like I should be like transparent and let you guys know that certain things are happening right now, and I don't know, my brain is just not working correctly because I'm so freaking stressed out.
It's almost like, you know, your brain's not working properly. It's almost as if, like, you know, maybe there was some kind of prescription or something that you might have access to that could possibly help you regulate that Anyway.
I don't even have words for it. I'm just like, I'm going through it. So, just be patient with me when it comes to these videos and like just everything, please.
How many times has she asked us to be patient with her with the videos? I feel like this is something that's occurred a lot, and I just feel like it's something that happens that she asks for a lot. I'm neither here nor there. People are going to be nice or they're not. But it just seems very, it's a very common thing for her to do, is to ask for patience with her and her videos. And then later we'll get a bathroom lecture about how we're not nice in something defamation, even though she clearly doesn't know the definition of the word. And yeah, it just gets a little, even as someone who wasn't antagonistic towards her, I feel like that would get tiresome after a while, especially since like these videos are very lackluster. There's been some interesting bits, but for the most part, both of these videos have been kind of a nothing burger. So
Please. But I do want to start a new vlog, I think. So if you guys see me in this attire, then that's what it is, because I'm going to start a new vlog. But I hope you guys did enjoy this one. I will try to make them longer, maybe at least 10 minutes, like make a goal for myself. Like, okay, you've been doing 8-minute ones. Now let's move on to 10 minutes. So anyways, I appreciate you all so much. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. Hello.
bye. She's touching her mouth a lot. Not in a bad way. She's like drawing attention to her lips a lot. You know, of course, she's preening a lot. She's batting her eyes a lot. She's duck lipping, and she's like leaning over so she can show off of her cleavage. And these are all very typical body language things for someone who's trying to be alluring and seductive. So I don't know who she's trying to fool. I don't think she is trying to fool us. I think she's just being Amber. No, you guys, I'm totally not flirting. You know, it's just Amber. And then later she'll be like, she'll think she's so fucking clever later on, and she'll be like, oh my god, you guys, all those times I was telling you I wasn't flirting, I was totally flirting. And it's just like, yeah, we know. You're an open book, girl. Yeah, Shelly Delia moves in with the new girlfriend, drags the old girlfriend. Amber can't maintain old relationships, like, and I think that does go back to Amber's childhood, like her shitty childhood. Is Amber burns bridges. Amber doesn't maintain bridges. I'm just kind of scrolling back on the chat here to see what I've missed. I don't know how far back I'm going to go. The bird's exposing Amber. Amani, do we really believe Amber's walking Twinkie? Well, she's at least walking her as far as the planter. So, do we think she's picking up her poop? I think everybody wishes for that high school love experience until you get old enough that you realize that that's just like empty. It's like, it's empty. Your pug, Rookie's Booby, your pug ate a baby chick. I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying I don't see Twinkie doing it. But Knight, if she doesn't show us her AirPod, how would she flex on us? I'm reading your guys' comments here. Oh, Tequila and Donuts has a good point. I'm thinking her interactions with the new possible sidekick is consuming her time. Yeah, actually, that would make a lot of sense. Because, yeah, I mean, you know, in the first stages of any relationship, you spend a lot of time on, well, the phone if you're old enough, and, like, I guess, Snapchat now. Um, so yeah, that kind of makes sense. Amber's always used the excuse of, oh my god, you guys, I totally forgot. How do you forget something you've been doing for a decade? I'm I'm half expecting some kind of Feline was holding me back sort of story. I don't know, because she's done it for everyone. And she do it with Destiny? She has recently, but I don't remember if she did it like right after Destiny and her broke up. Yeah, I mean, we're just on the countdown until Feline gets tossed under the bus completely. Midori Gale, Amber does not watch reaction channels. Come on now. Girl's got cleavage. I will give her that. Regardless of why she has it, she has miles of it. Pugs are cute. I wouldn't have one because they got a lot of medical problems, but they're cute. She did not do it with Destiny. Who just said that? Chow, yeah, she was really setting Feline up for that alcohol story. I don't know how many of you remember the heartbreaking conversation with my ex where she was like, yeah, you remember when you got really drunk and you slept on the couch? And there was just like this long pause. And then Feline did not address it at all. She didn't even acknowledge it. She just kept talking about whatever it had been she was talking about. And yeah, I think it's going to come back around to that. And I'm interested to see if my hunch is correct that when Amber feels like she's in a safe place that she can talk about it, if like her reason for breaking up with Feline was the alcohol. So, because she keeps flaunting that I haven't drank alcohol since April of 2022. She's been flaunting that around a lot. So I kind of wonder if that's going to come back, if that's foreshadowing. Yeah, Moody, she totally was like, yeah, I put my all into my relationship. That's why I haven't been building friendships. That's a you problem. That's not a Feline problem. My back has cleavage. God bless. Well, I mean, technically all boobs are just fat sacks, so... Sorry. That was inappropriate. I apologize. Shelley Daly. Yeah, it's... Yeah. I bet she comes back with the whole, like, oh, the reason I was doing all those gummies was because there was an influence in the house. So, I doubt. I don't know. I still don't believe the gummies. I don't. I'm sorry. Pugs are cute and they are sweet. They are, and they're lovable when they're other people's dogs. They're a lot of... I admire people who keep pugs. One of my better acquaintances on the internet has had two beautiful pugs. And I've worked with a girl who traveled with one, and it was the sweetest damn dog. But its eyes were too much for me. She's like, sometimes he sneezes and his eyeball pops out, and I just wash it off and slap it back in his head. And I'm just like, whoa, no, I will never have one of these. So that was awful. But yeah, that turned me off from pugs forever. Glad I'm not beholden to her chest pillows. Um, I don't. I'm wondering if Feline will rebut Chow, because I don't know how much Feline watches. I know Feline watches Amber, like, in the house. It's kind of weird, I think. But how much does Feline watch the videos? But at the same time, we know Feline was a watcher, at least casually, because Feline knew who Amber was before they got together. So I don't know. Feline's shady, not necessarily in a bad way. I just don't think we never got the whole story, and we will never probably have the whole story, because Amber's an unreliable narrator, and anything she says is open to words. Anyway. Oh, smug and smarmy. Delta 8 gummies. So. Feline is her own person. I'm just suspicious of Feline in general. So. Bye. Oh, wait, no. You're not saying good night. You're saying thank you to night. Thank you, night. The answer, I would like to know what made Feline decide to leave as well. And I'm willing to bet it's like dissatisfaction with the overall relationship in general. I do think Feline had some expectations that were not met. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that, especially if Feline is actually the polyamorous person. Like, taking somebody who's used to being poly and putting them in a monogamous relationship doesn't typically work out really well. So that could actually be the thing, and that could be why the whole, like, I'm still in love with her, and it's just like, okay. But you can't control her, so you don't want to be with her. That's what's going on, okay. Feline might be the reason Eric and Ricky quit being her friends. I'm just surprised that Eric and Ricky continued to talk to her at all. Like, after she broke up with Becky, like, why did Eric and Ricky even talk to her in the first place, let alone into the Feline relationship? She seemed like a good idea at the time. Oh, how many of those mistakes have we made? Lynn Lamb. Yeah, exactly. At this point, anyone willing to get into a relationship with Amber is suspect. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah. And where's she going to meet these people? You know? I don't think the weight loss thing was real at any point. I think Amber did the research, as much as she does research. Amber got the pamphlet. She might have gone to the online seminar. I doubt she did, actually. And that's about it. I don't think there was anything with weight loss after that, the weight loss surgery after that. But I think she dug a hole and got stuck in it, and so milked it for a year. And then when it got to the point where she had to, like, either get weight loss surgery or not, she couldn't because there was no weight loss surgery, so she had to back out of the program. Hi, Bob. Bob comments a lot. That's not bad. I just hi. Alana, I'm not entirely sure the potato incident actually happened. I'm sus about that one too. Sorry. I'm so sorry about sniffing. I really am. There's somebody in here named TBD? Oh, that's me. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Who's TBD? Oh, yeah. That'd be me. Let's see, what else is going on here? The only ass you should be wiping in your 20s is your babies. Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize, somehow I missed how young Feline was. I mean, And I know people in their 20, people who are 27 don't think they're that young, but y'all are young. It's all right. You're gonna be okay. Um, but yeah, once I realized, because that they were together for what, 2 years, so that means she was like 25-ish, give or take, when they started dating, and that's just like Amber was 30. I mean, Amber's young looking, I guess. She doesn't look like she's 30, but what does 30 look like, anymore? So there's that. But at the same time, it's just nothing against people in their 20s, especially their like early to mid 20s, but y'all are still like just starting to get it figured out. So don't rush into shit, I guess is my point. If you're gonna, I don't think the relationship would have ever worked out in general just because of the age difference, and not because like of the 5-year age difference, but because Feline was in her mid going into her late 20s and Amber was in her early 30s. If Feline had been in her early 30s and Amber was in her late 30s, it might have lasted longer. But yeah, Feline's young. She's got shit to do. Chow, I get what you're saying. I do. But she also didn't lose any weight. Or did she lose weight? But if she did, it didn't stay off. Yeah, I don't think the potato incident happened. I don't think the hookup happened. Actually, somebody pointed out, I think it was in my comments, that Amber thinks kissing is sex. So maybe when she's saying they hooked up, what she really meant is that they had a moment and they kissed, which would make more sense given the story we were told about the hookup. But that's not a hookup, at least not in my book. Shelley Daly, there are days where she looks rough. I will give her that. But I mean, I look rough right now too. So I look like my mother. That's always fun. Early 30s going on 90. I mean, physically, yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being in a body that's just not... My partner's like peeking out of his room. Prez Hens, you make a really good point, and I'm going to bring up Life by Jen. Just, I guess, warning. Jen was also very concerned about looking old, and like that was one of her. I remember that was that was a talking. I haven't watched any of Snowflake's stuff yet, so if you want to point something out to me, that's fine. I have a real problem with Jen. I didn't really like her. She kind of ticked me off. But she was also concerned about losing weight, especially in her face, because she thought that was going to make her look older. And I think Amber's kind of the same way. I think Amber thinks if she loses her face fat, she's going to look older. And she's going to look different, definitely. I don't necessarily know if she's going to look older. Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily going to make her look older, but maybe in her head it will, because maybe she associates that roundness with like youth, because she's always had a round face. And I think maybe that's kind of was Jen's problem too. But yeah, I haven't watched Snowflake's start on. I plan to. I just need a moment to do it because it's going to take a lot of mental space for me. Night. As someone in their 30s, I'd never date anyone under 30. Yeah, yeah. Did I date people under 30 when I was in my 30s? Trying to remember. I think the closest I got was maybe there was a guy who was 29. Anyway. There's a difference. There is a difference. And it's not a bad difference. It's just a difference. You know, there's a difference between people in their 40s and people in their 30s. It's not necessarily bad. It's just different. And if the two of you are willing to work on those differences, then the relationship will work. But that requires mature adults. Oh, I'm not saying Jen didn't come from a bad background. I mean, all of these girls have issues. Jen just, I guess since I opened that can of worms, Jen really turned me against her when she told her story about how she was so housebound or bedbound that she had her mother, who was dying of cancer, crawling up the stairs to feed her. And I was just like, well, I'm done. I have no more sympathy for you whatsoever. Sorry. Maybe that makes me a really cold person, but I have not been a fan of Jen's since that point. Because the fact that she acknowledged that she did that to her own mother really just set me off. And I've never gotten over it. Jen, that being said, Jen was tragic. And I mean, she's a cautionary tale, and I don't. Amber should be paying attention to that. You know? I think Amber thinks that since she can still walk, she's fine, but she's one really good fall away from not being able to walk again. You know, I know we all make fun of the dangling ankle thing and like the sprain, but I mean, it's a real injury, that high sprain that she was talking about. That's a real thing that can really happen. And all she needs to be is immobile for any length of time, and she's not getting back up again, especially now. You know? And I've been watching way too much freaking 600 Pound Life. I found this channel. This guy's name is Sean of Steel. I didn't think I was going to like him, but now I'm like binging his stuff. He is funny as hell. But he's like a guy who was 600 pounds. He went and got bariatric surgery. And I think he said he's down to like 300 now, or I think he said he got to 299. He just weighed in at 299. He's like doing the weightlifting and the dieting and all that stuff. Like he's making it work. But he's come down from 600 pounds. But he watches the My 600 Pound Life and does commentary through it. So his videos are really long, which is nice because you can just kind of play him in the background. He's got a fun voice too. But dude, these people, I've never watched this show. These people on this show, where the hell do they freaking find these people? These are the worst people on the planet. Why do people take care of these people? It is just, my mind is blown. And I mean, yeah, the parallels between most of these people and Amber are just like straight lines. They're just straight lines. So I see some of you know him. I mean, his channel's bigger than mine, so I would hope some of you know him. And if you don't, go check him out. He's really funny. He's a good old boy, and I appreciate that. What else have I missed? What else have I missed? I was in the army and have a BA in psychology. Okay, there we go. I get psychology and physiology mixed up, but that's dyslexia. That's not a you problem. That's a me problem. Tequila and donuts. We all have issues. We have back issues. I got like boxes of back issues. That's why I think everybody should just be assigned a therapist. You know, you hit high school and you should just be assigned a therapist. Freshman year, here's your therapist. Menopause is definitely hitting her. Sorry, hang on. My nose, I apologize. Menopause is definitely hitting her. Her hair is thinning out. Her ends are getting crispy, but they were crispy anyway. And she is getting that weird wave that happens to your hair. It hasn't happened to me yet, but yeah, it's something to look forward to, I guess. I don't honestly think Amber's that attractive. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people do, and they're like, oh, she's so pretty. I'm not going to come at her for her looks. I just don't think she's that attractive, I guess. I don't know. And it's not because I'm not straight. Anyway. I'm not joining anyone's discords, Shelly Daly. I'm not ever going to have a Discord either. I don't want that. It's too much drama. I don't want to deal with it. I'm surprised Amber isn't on a CPAP, but I think even if Amber was put on a CPAP, I don't think she'd use it. Um, yeah, I don't think she'd use it even if she was assigned one. And who knows, maybe she has been and she just was like, no. Because she doesn't see herself as being that kind of a fat person. Amber doesn't see herself as being obese. Yeah, Shauna Steele's turned out to be really cool. I'm hoping he stays cool because we need people like him. Oh my god, the 600-pound life people are just terrible. They're just absolutely terrible. I just finished, Amani, I just finished watching the one where the guy, his girlfriend pulled their daughter out of high school. It's his daughter and her daughter out of high school, and she is not happy about it. And I wouldn't be either. Be pulled out of high school to take care of your dad. No. Bye, Smug and Smarmy. What time is it? Oh, it's only 9:30. We're good. Bye, Smug and Smarmy. Assigned therapist. Yes, I'm serious. Here you go. Here's your therapist. My skin's losing elasticity too. I'm not gonna lie, I've got a smoothing filter on because I feel like absolute crap, and it makes me feel better. Yeah, maybe we should do a 100-pound life thing. That, or 600-pound life thing. That is such a thing. Such a thing. I'm sure there's like a million different papers out there I could probably find on 600-pound life. It's just stunning. Bob says, I'm curious as to the day where she actually truly realizes how far up Schitt's Creek she is. I've been saying this for years. I don't think Amber has a rock bottom. I know everybody keeps waiting for her to hit it. Amber's not going to hit rock bottom. Amber's just not going to wake up. Hello, Garlic Breath and Farts. Albania? Really? You do not need to be on this chat. You don't need to get up early to be on this. This is crazy. Wow. Man, I don't have anything nice to say about the show, Amani. The people are terrible. They're just shockingly terrible to me. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, I mean, you and I are on the same wavelength. Foodie's not going to hit rock bottom. Foodie's digging for it. Actually, I think Foodie scared herself. Just going off of what I've seen from people, I watch, well, obviously I watch Alex because I talk about him all the time. You know, he and I were like BFFs. We're not. He doesn't even know who the fuck I am. I watch Milk Tea Reacts. I really like her. I want to I kind of want to steal her style of video, actually. But I like the way that she handles Foodie, and just going off of some of the things like she has specifically said, I think Foodie scared the crap out of herself recently, and now she's like trying in Foodie's own way to lose weight. I don't know how successful she's going to be at it because Foodie's a fucking train wreck, but Foodie's definitely spooked herself. What good is going to come of it, I don't know. But Foodie has the ability to be scared. I don't think Amber does. Okay. Garlic breath and farts. I love you. I woke up to pee. I appreciate that. I accompany you to the bathroom. Yeah, some people don't have rock bottoms. There's just some people, they just like on 600-pound life, that show is just proving it to me. Like some of those people are like, oh, I've hit my rock bottom. Have you? I don't know where it is, but I don't think you've hit it yet. I don't know what it looks like, and I don't want to know. Milk Tea seems like she's a really sweet person. I feel like Milk Tea and I could be friends, you know, in the real world. If that were ever a thing. I am sure as hell not going over to the Middle East. So because it's hot. I don't do hot. I have nothing against the Middle East. It's just it's hot. Yeah, the last we're talking about foodie. The last doctor she saw in Kuwait told her if she doesn't make changes, she'll die soon. Yeah, I mean, shit. She moved to like the absolute worst place on the planet for her. She carries her weight really heavy, real high, so it's all on her chest, and then like she's got like that weird. Once you get to a certain weight, all your weight looks weird. But she's got like a. She almost looks pregnant, and it's all fat weight, and it's all pulling. It's all pulling on her, and it pulls on your lungs. You know, it makes it hard to breathe. She's just in the wrong place for that. And yeah, Shelly, I agree. Uh, yeah, Chow. I vaguely remember like 600 Pound Life having people on it who got the surgery. Like I'm surprised at how many of these episodes. Well, I'm only watching them through him, so he may only be watching the episodes of the people that didn't get the surgeries. But there just seems to be so many of them that don't even get the surgery. Give me one quick second. Sorry. And now I've cat hair on my lips. Yeah, whatever. Um, but yeah, all the videos he's watching, these people, they don't even get the surgery. They just half of them, like they talk to Doctor Now once and then they never do any of the stuff he tells them to do, or they don't lose the weight, or they get belligerent with him. Oh my God. These people, they're just stunning. Yeah, Bob, exactly. Amber had cancer and she hasn't gotten the follow-up. So, I mean, I'm personally worried that she still has nodules of it inside of her. And I mean, I just had a good friend pass away, like literally on Monday. Um, Cancer's not something to fuck around with, man. I don't understand how she's so nonchalant about it. It's not. I don't understand people who are like that. But yeah, I mean that's not rock bottom. That's not rock bottom for her. The fact that she can't breathe well and that her lung is spongy, that's not rock bottom either. Yeah, per bug. I remember Foodie having something wrong with her lungs. What is shisha? I'm just reading the chat now. Sorry, guys. To never get belligerent with your surgeon. Man, I was so nice to my surgeon. I was like, please don't kill me. No, I wasn't like that. I mean, I was nervous, but I didn't have any reason to be nervous. Everybody was wonderful. Everybody was nice. I don't even remember it, obviously. They had my ass up. They're wheeling me down. They're wheeling me down the hallway. I don't know. This was just funny to me. They're wheeling me down the hallway for my surgery. And they had already. I didn't notice that they had given me the initial sedative. And they start wheeling me down the hallway on my little gurney bed. And like the walls, I'm not kidding you guys, the walls start doing this, like in my peripheral. And I was like, whoa, did you guys already give me something? And they were like, yes. And then they just kind of giggled at me and I was like, oh shit. It's pretty funny. I thought it was funny. Oh, yeah, I mean, I wasn't saying that for, I'm sorry guys. I didn't say that for sympathy. I apologize. I was just trying to put it out there. Like, I don't get people who just don't take cancer seriously. Sorry. I didn't mean to trauma dump. I apologize. It's a water pipe for smoking tobacco. Oh. I kind of... How is that different from a hookah? I don't do either of these things, so I don't know. Shisha is just pure tobacco, no added chemicals. Yeah, Cordelia, you can't worry about crap, but you gotta keep up on it. I mean, Bob, I don't think her lung issue's gone away. I think she just quit talking about it. I don't think a lot of her issues go away. I think she just quits talking about them. Maybe they stop bothering her for a moment or two, or she forgets about them, but or she just gets used to them, and so now they're normal. It's like she says that all the time. I feel normal. Well, what does normal for you mean, though? If I felt the way I think you feel, I would feel like death. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the yes. Thank you. I appreciate all of that. I really do. I really wasn't trying to trauma dump there. I apologize for reals. Um, Someone pointed out that Amber's cancer wasn't a cancer. They were precancerous cells instead, and they just took off just to let them evolve. I think I understand what you're saying. Irregardless, she still should get checked to make sure that they got all of the cancerous growths, potentially cancerous growths. And B, I mean, it's still pretty traumatic. Especially at 32, she was only 30. Was she 30? Anyway, she was still fairly young, honestly, to have a hysterectomy. So that's going to impact her. Regardless if it was full-blown cancer or if it was precancerous or not. The hookah is the pipe used to smoke the shisha. Ah, okay. I learned a thing today. Shelly, I think she's just used to it. Okay. Sorry, I gotta adjust. Because I'm short. I love this chair, but it's like... I need a cushion for it. Still sells the story of IB. And guys, I think Amber thinks she did beat cancer. I don't think Amber understands the severity of it. Yeah, I mean, we're not even gonna get started on the meds thing. That pissed me off so much. I'm a big proponent for mental health, and I'm a big proponent for therapy, and like, I'm very open about the treatments that I'm on and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I'm here for you. And I don't appreciate people who belittle other people for being on medications if they need to be. And I especially do not appreciate people who are claiming that they need to be on medications and then talking about how they just cold turkey stopped taking them. I feel like that's really irresponsible. And I understand that most people don't follow Amber because they find her inspirational or they find her as some kind of like role model, but she does have some reach. And I don't want people thinking that what she did was responsible. I mean, I get if you don't like the meds you're on, and I get wanting to go get your meds adjusted or even getting off of them. I mean, that's fine too. Some people just don't respond well to medication. But the solution is not cold turkey. The solution is telling your doctor that and working with them. I mean, some things you can, but you should always ask just to make sure. Trust me, my ass coming off of my Prozac, that was not cool. That was a very stupid thing that I did, and I will never do that again, willingly. That was bad, guys. I'm just saying, don't do that. Yeah, exactly, Shelley Daly. Lots of medications are like that. Once you get adjusted, once your body adjusts to the medications you're on, it's not that you can't ever come off of them. You just need to be brought off of them in a certain way, or else things might happen. I mean, some of the medications that they use for mental health can actually affect your blood flow in your heart and your, other organs. Bob, I don't think she goes to therapy either. I don't think she ever did. Well, I think she's been to therapy a handful of times, and I think she uses that handful of times to mimic therapy sessions when she needs to. Like these whole like 12 sessions that she was doing. I don't think she did any of them. Maybe she did like 2 or 3 maybe. But the rest of them I think she just kind of made up. Yeah, and she doesn't take the medications properly when she does on them. Yeah, Garlic Breath and Farts points out that like severe alcoholics, like you really can't really just cold turkey stop alcohol either. Like there's been people as sucky as that is, you know, I'm doing this for my health. But yeah, I mean, drugs are drugs for a reason, y'all. They can be good and they can be bad, but they're still drugs. I'm not saying Amber doesn't have PTSD. I'm just saying the things that she that she tells us she has PTSD from, like her ankle and those stupid shoes, are not it. Amber has yet to even face her actual issues. She dances around them, and I think she's vaguely aware of them. But as far as like actually addressing them and actually facing them and actually trying to work on them, no. And I don't know if she ever will. And that I think is the more fascinating part for Amber for me is just like she's almost aware enough. She's like just missing that last little bit, and I don't think she'll ever find it. Oh yeah, the lipedema specialists. I don't doubt she has lipedema. And I'm watching Jordan Underwood actually has been kind of fascinating. Not this last video, it's not my best video, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with there either. But I'm learning about lipolipedema and that kind of stuff. And I'm just like watching Jordan, who I don't like, go through treatment and then looking at Amber, who I also don't like. But Amber's never even, I think she had one lymph massage once, and from what I understand, it was very painful. But even Jordan said that they get the same type of massage regularly, and they say that it is painful. And I imagine it is, because it's basically squishing all of the fluid in your legs back up like a straw. Yeah. But Amber's not gonna do that shit. If it's not a one and done thing, Amber's not gonna do it. Yeah, mental meds hit you everywhere. And they hit you in weird ways. You don't really realize how your medications are affecting you until you stop taking them. And then you're like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh yeah, no, Bob, yeah, no, I agree with you totally. Like like I said, the things that she throws the word around very nonchalantly as well. It's kind of a joke for her, and I don't appreciate it, but I try not to get emotionally invested in her because it allows me to not get too ticked off. The mental health thing really set me off because like I come from a generation where you didn't talk about that shit. Like you weren't allowed to be vulnerable like that. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like I fought really hard to be able to talk about it, and so that's why I'm a big proponent of it. And people like Amber who talk about it like it means nothing, or like there's no effect, or even this like gives off this like you're dirty for taking meds for your mentals. You know, that kind of shit doesn't fly with me. But it's Amber. I mean, how mad can I really be? What do I expect? You know? Ooh, night. Wow. Props. I could never be someone in charge of someone else's health. They're like, you should be a nurse. No, you've obviously never met me. Let's see. Sabra... Sabrea? Sabrea. Yeah, okay. I'm confused why she doesn't get the compression stockings at least. She probably doesn't even know they exist, to be perfectly frank. She probably has no idea what the treatment is for lipedema. She's had one massage that I'm aware of once. She's never done any kind of wrapping. And these are just things that I've watched Jordan do too. So Amber's never done any of the wrapping. She's done one massage. She's never gone to a specialist ever again. Her lipedema floats around. Like, I don't think she understands that her legs are her lipedema. Like, I don't think Amber fully understands what the lipedema is. Chow. Yeah, I mean, I've said that a few times. I think whatever Amber says, whatever comes out of Amber's mouth at that time is true. And that's what she remembers at that moment. Oh. Amber has always believed her own lies, yeah. Amber lives in a fantasy world. Oh, we're talking about alcohol. Gotcha. Sabaria. Hang on. Sab. E. Ea. Sabaria? Sabaria? That's a really pretty name, by the way. I mean, I grow up, I have like the most basic name on the planet, so. Alright, boys and girls, it is 9:45. I am enjoying the chat, don't get me wrong. But that would be too much work to do. Amber's not, we can all agree, Amber's not going to do discomfort. Amber's not going to do effort, which is why we don't have to worry about her suing us ever. Because effort. So there's that. Amber is Amber. So I love how you all are like trying to convince like imaginary Amber that she should buy compression socks. That's funny. Does she actually have a hernia? I don't remember what the result of that was. Remember she said she thought she had a hernia, and I'm not surprised that she does. But let's see, even they make one of the 600-pound live, the person did actually make it to. Why are they all women with a handful of men? Anyway, the one lady made it to the surgery, and while they were doing the surgery, they found that she had a umbilical hernia while they were doing the surgery that they didn't know she had. And so it made the closing difficult. Sorry if this is too much for people, I apologize. And then later, the same person, like, I guess she was taking too many pain meds and it perforated her intestines or something. And they had to go back in and I guess redo the surgery or something. Damn near killed herself, basically. What if Amber's lurking in the chat? I mean, I'm not saying anything in the chat that I wouldn't say to her face, so I think that's where a lot of on the one hand, I think it's good that Amber lurks in the chats because I think a lot of the reaction channels I watch anyway. I know they're not all the reaction channels. I think that most people are pretty fair with Amber. They're just kind of well, they're like me. They're just kind of sarcastic, and they don't understand the thought processes that go through Amber's head. And so they're going to point out the logic of it, but Amber's not used to having her ideas challenged. So Amber sees any kind of challenge as hate, when it's really just kind of like I don't understand, I have a question. So I don't know, I think it would be good for Amber to hang out in the chats, because at least she would see how people are really talking about her, and how a lot of it really is, I wouldn't say necessarily concern, but it is definitely pointing out the illogicness of it all. Words are hard, you guys. I'm gonna have that put on a shirt. Words are hard. Yeah, Amani. Yeah. I don't remember what ended up happening. She was the one with the 5-year-old who was like doing oh my God, the 5-year-old was doing the laundry and was crawling into the top loading washing machine to put the laundry. Dude, no. Do not let your 5-year-olds do that. That's a good way to have a non-5-year-old. Amber's a little thin-skinned, yeah. She's oddly thin-skinned about certain things, well, the majority of things, and then thick-skinned about other shit that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, she's damn certain we did not land on the moon. And I'm like, alright. What you got, baby girl? What you got? Come here. Come here. Alright, fine. She has a bag. I do not exist. The bag is all. Amber lurks in the shadows like Batman. Amber's Batman. Words are hard. Come on. I think I've hated pretty much every episode of My 600-Pound Life that I've watched so far. See, that's why I'm like, if I'm gonna continue to watch Amber, I can't be fed up. I can't be too emotionally upset about it. Because it'll be too emotionally draining as a reactor, I think. I think at some point you have to step back. For Amber with me, like, I gave up on Amber when she went to the first dietitian for weight loss, and he was like, just eat proteins and a vegetable and keep your carbs below, I think was 30 grams or something like that. And she was like, oh my God, he's the best surgeon ever. And he's seen like millions of thousands of hundreds of people. And, oh my God, I'm going to be Amber for a second. Sorry. It's my friend, you guys. He needs me right now. I do need to let them know that I'm like on a live, though. I apologize. Give me one second. There we go. Crap, what was I talking about? This is why you don't look at your phone, guys. Multitasking makes you stupid. Oh, yeah, I was talking about like, oh yeah. Anyway, I lost faith in her when she couldn't even follow that guy's diet for like 48 hours. Did she even make 24 hours on that thing? Anyway, I was done with her then. I think that's like one of the first couple reaction videos I ever made was me doing that diet. I think it was like Amber's Deadly Diet or something like that. I lost like 11 pounds that week or something. Or I did the math, and if I had stayed on it for 2 weeks, I would have lost 11 pounds. It doesn't matter. But that's when I gave up on Amber. And I was just like, okay, this is just a television show. Amber's just a character. These are just seasons. This isn't, she's real, but you know, you can't get invested in it. And that's just kind of how I've looked at it ever since. So Musicology major? There's nothing wrong with being a major of music. Music is beautiful. More cat pictures. She's not coming over here. She's eating and she's playing with her bag, and that's we will not be graced by Her Majesty. I'm sorry. I'll get some pictures up of her though. Yeah, you have to accept that this is Amber and she's not going to change. And you can be morbid about it because she's not going to change. Sorry. I know that was kind of rude, but to be fair, I am trying to get off here. But, hey, Chow, how do you know I don't send them thirst trap pictures of my sushi? Which would be really creepy. Anyway, alright. My voice is about to go. I'm really tired. I appreciate you guys for showing up and putting up with me. Yeah, I do. I appreciate everybody. Oh, don't forget to like the stream. And yes, see, the COVID brain is real. I'm not lying. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you all for hanging out in the chat. I appreciate that as well. I will definitely put some more cat pictures up in the community channel for those of you who want to see them again. And I will catch all of you, hopefully not in the next live. I don't know when I'll do the next live, but I will try to get some more regular videos up. And by the way, Alexander Rodriguez is boring AF. Glitter and Lasers is a little slightly less boring. So I'll start getting some more of that stuff up. And yeah, I will talk to all of you later. Bye. Maybe. How do I do this again? End. Bye.